what's the role the role that you guys at China Accelerator? How do you fit into all of that?
Sure. So I think that there are some very basic things that we help folks navigate. You know, company setup, getting a bank account, figuring out visas, housing. Yeah, that's pretty low value add stuff. And you can go to any launch pad or co-working
Yeah,
now. They
sure.
have most of that stuff. Kind of where we help out is localization, trying to get the product and the business model to work.
Yeah,
And then once you've got something working, customer acquisition, user acquisition, sales, and growth without spending a lot of money. Because our entrepreneurs generally don't get a lot of money, so they don't have a choice. So how do you growth hack your way to customers without having to blow a lot of money? We're about 70% enterprise, maybe 30% consumer at this point. Some of the ways that we do it, two. One is the social networks in China are a lot more open than, say, Facebook or Instagram. It's a bit freer, and there are more social networks, and there's more competition among social networks. So content-driven thought leadership can work quite well here. It's a little bit more complicated. Before you could just go get a WeChat user. Now you need to get a user over here and then build up user bases on other social networks and then potentially convert them later to WeChat users. Because if you're just going out and paying for users, a user in China will cost you between 10 and 100 US dollars for an app user. So it's quite expensive. The second thing is that we partner with a lot of multinationals. So we're engaged with 183 multinationals. We're running innovation programs, connecting startups to these multinationals for about 15 of them. And the idea here is that whereas the big global corporations used to have a lot of benefit in China, they're under pressure. They have fewer government benefits because they mostly expired. And the local companies not only have a lot of cash, but they also have learned, and they're a lot more competitive. So the international multinationals, whereas in the US or Western Europe, they won't even talk to startups, or they're difficult to approach or get into. Now, a lot of them have opened up accelerators and things, so there might be a door. But in China, not only do they have a bit of independence and they have a good budget because it's a big market, but they also have the motivation because their businesses are under extreme pressure from an increasingly strong and aggressive, very aggressive local competition. So we're doing well. We're partnered with 5 of the top 10 consumer products companies in the world, and a bunch of financial institutions, real estate companies, a lot of traditional industry companies, such as the largest maker of grain processing machinery in the world. We try to say we have deep expertise in trillion-dollar industries, some of which might not be like the next Instagram, but they make money.